What is going on, guys? Your boy Guns here, and today I'm going to be talking about the lineups that I'm going to be using going into this long-range warfare season. Okay. Disclaimer alert, I won't be going with long-range warfare, and I know some of you guys are probably like, oh my god, why not, Guns? Well, one, I'm not an archer player. Two, I run infantry a lot for my team. Luckily, we've been able to recruit a lot of strong players that can also yeet out infantry, so that's definitely going to take some strain off of me a little bit in terms of how much infantry to range I have out there. So it's going to allow me to focus on my best infantry tanks instead of having that 4th and 5th march that normally don't do that well anyways, and make sure that those are the range marches to be able to have more DPS out there. So without a doubt, guys, let's get right into it. All right, let's stop wasting any time and get right into it. Okay, so and I will show you guys, if I was gonna go long range, I will talk about what I think would be the best setups for that. Okay, so off rip skis, I'm still pretty much using the same one for my range units now. I've tried different variations. I've tried Lilia Thea and also Mu Valen. I've tried Mu Thundalin, and then Lilia Thea. I've tried a bunch of different like combinations, but Mu Thea is just too good together, man. They're like PB&J. I think I will be trying Mu Ballhorn out a little bit this season since I have my Ballhorn awakened, but since I run him with Cavs, I can't really run him there. So this is my 5-mage lineup here. Obviously my Lilia Valen are both 6-star awakened. Exemplar Max Inferno Flame. I run my my best Sapphire Phaedrake here on this one. Yeah, unfortunately, you know, it could be better, but it's not, man. It is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Okay, second one, we have our Burt Tohar, Exemplar Mirage Orb, Shadow Phaedrake, 3-star. Yes, I know it's not 8-slot. Trust me, I've tried. I haven't worked on my mage pets, guys, in like a year and a half, almost 2. So for not working on them for about a year and a half, not bad, I would say. Then we have Ming Grimara. You could run Ming Thalea here, Ming damn near anyone here, to be honest. Even a purple hero if you don't have that many heroes. We have our Exemplar Dragon's Fate that we just got into our arsenal. I was gonna hoard the pools. It was my for sure one anyways, right? But I was gonna hoard them and just save for the new Cavalry artifact, but once the big wars come out, like, I'm gonna get more bang for my buck with this Dragon's Fate than I am with the new Cavalry artifact, because, you know, I'm not really much of a hunter. I'm more of a counter cav player, and also joining the big cav pushes. Sometimes I like to hunt, but not really, especially if I'm streaming Impossible, right? I also have my Seraphic on here. I think going into this next zone, I will be upgrading this to this one. It is going to cost me $75, but I think it's going to be worth it for the time being, because I don't see myself using thousands of regeneration pots or hundreds of dollars to buy a Seraphic and then transfer it over. Okay, so that's what I have there. And then I have my Mu Thea with my Visage of Sanctus. Hopefully one day I land a Exemplar that. And then I have my other Sapphire Phaedrake here. Full kit on this one as well. Yep, that's what I have there. And then we have the Mag Thundalin with Exemplar Thunder Elegy and my Sand Lizard. A lot of people have been telling me that Chain Strike, what is it? I think it was Chain Strike that it actually works, which is very interesting, right? Because it specifically says physical, but whatever. Either way, we still use it mainly because of the healing properties of it. So yeah, that's my 5-mage lineup here. I will be showing you guys the talents going into it, okay? But for now, that's what we have. So let me see. We have the Lilia, the Burt, the Ming, the Mooski, and the Magski. Okay, going into my second lineup. My second lineup is my 4-mage 1 tank. Sometimes I'll alternate that Mag Thundalin with Lilia Valen. It just really depends on the situation in the field. Like if there's a bunch of tanks, I don't really like bringing Lily of Valen. They don't do the greatest against counterattack damage. But then everything is going to determine there, right? So like if they're pushing our territory, then a Lily of Valen I think would be the better option. If we're pushing their territory and they have all the advance, all the buffs, then I think going with the Mag Thunderling will kind of give me a little bit more survivability. But anyways, yeah, here's my four-mage lineup, one tank. Moving into my third setup is once the tips are touching and all hell breaks loose. Okay, we're going to have our 3 tank setup. I will show you guys the builds. I will show you guys everything in this video. This is kind of like, I like doing this right in the beginning of seasons, and then kind of around the middles of the season. Actually, towards the end, like once Dragon Zone is pretty much done, I like to say like, okay, so these were my best combinations. Okay, so yeah, anyways, we got our Kuma Kwan, we got the Exemplar Serpent's Edge. We do have our Mazrock that we are currently working on. I will be 3-starring the Counter-Strike and Tooth and Claw on this because this is my most used infantry march for the field. And just has like an enormous amount of value, man. This Mazrock, the Kuma march in general is so amazing, guys. I'm sure a lot of you guys already know that. Okay. Gorish Skogul, Exemplar Spiritbone Torque, and our Venomous Lizard that I haven't even touched in over like a year and a half plus. I mean, this thing still slaps, guys. It's really good still. Maybe one day I'll 3-star the Counter-Strike and the Tooth and Claw out of honor to the Venomous Lizard, and 3-star it once I get to my infantry season grind. But anyways, then we have our good old Danfil Magro with a level 4 Shield of Sturdiness. I haven't been going for this one because I'm like hoping that I get lucky in one of the pools and the season or whatever, but I mean, we'll see. And then we have our Moonbear on this one. Usually I might save this for the infantry, but 9 out of 10 times I'll go with I'll put that on something else. I'll just like use like a random like sand lizard for now on it, like one of these or these ones. So yeah, and then our 2, what I think is the 2 best range marches is the Mu Thea Visage with the sand lizard, and then Ming Gamora Exemplar. Man, this thing is nice, right? I can't wait to use it. It's my new toy essentially, guys, in the books. Okay, I would always put my better Sapphire on this one. And then for my Cavalry lineup, I won't go into the talents of my Cavalry lineup because I still need to change those up. Now that I got my boy Fluffy here, we're gonna look at his talents and look at mine and see like kind of see like what's going to what. But anyways, here's my Cavalry lineup. The pets are getting there, guys. The pets are getting there. We have our Lee Nea. Sometimes I switch these up, especially if I'm hunting, because Lee, as soon as he gets hit, he loses that the speed buff from the Lunars. But anyways, here's our Auric Warhound. Here's our Blade Manticore for our Tobin Urag. Here's our Golden Rock for our Emrys Bakshi. I will be upgrading this one as well. We're going to be spending a decent amount of money coming up to this next zone fight. I just want to make sure that I'm ready. I've been wanting to upgrade this anyways, and it's about time. Tax season's around the corner, guys. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, okay, so then we got our Ferrando Theodore. I have him with the Kingslayer right now. Hopefully down the road I can get like an Exemplar Kingslayer. That would be dope. And I run this Moonbear on him. This Moonbear is just cracked, man. It really carries this march for me. And then I have my my Marduk Bahorn. And the reason why I have Marduk Bahorn is because I can't run Marduk Magro because I run my infantry a lot, so that would kind of stam him out. I've tried other things. I've tried my Fulgrim that is not fully awakened just yet. I've even tried Saluna and all that, but I mean Bahorn's actually pretty good, especially if you're hitting a lot of range units. His AoE is really, really nice. If stamina is not a problem,
it suits me.
Then this is the Cav March that I run out there. Let's just say like war's like kind of done for the most part. You don't really see yourself. It's kind of more like little skirmishes here and there. Then I'll pull out like my main like Cav lineup and just run around with this. I'll probably, yeah, this is pretty good right here. And then that's pretty much it for this side, guys. I will touch in. Where's my? Do I have my archer set up? Okay, 1 second. Let's go ahead and switch over here. I'm gonna go over to my archer account, guys, and show you guys kind of like the talents that are there, because my archer account is currently in the long range warfare season, so you guys can kind of see like where my mindset is at, and then kind of touch face. I'll show you guys what I'm running for my 5 archer setup, and also 4 archer and 1 tank setup for my archer players out there, right? And as far as if you're a tank player and you go for the 4 bomb, I mean, I got my Matty Garwood. And I'm also using my Hosknika. Okay, now going into this over here. Oh, there's a bunch of people rallying each other. Okay, going into the season talents. Now, you got to remember, guys, when you're going into your season talents and what you are picking, you need to make sure that once you pick one, that is the one that you're sticking to. So, for example, for my main account, I will be going down mass warfare. Okay, down mass warfare. I'd be picking up Glory Bound. I mean, this one's pretty cool, to be honest, but I like this one around. You got any damage buffs will be cool. But anyways, logistical support is the one that I will be getting here. Eventually, I'll probably come back and get this. We'll see. Shared honor. Okay, so this one's kind of whatever. I'm definitely going to be getting way more minions than that, but this is the bread and butter right here. The unyielding army. Infantry units in an army group you create have 15% chance to take 25% less damage from range units in the field and deal counterattack damage to the target. Damage factor 240. So this is what I'm going to be going here for my infantry, especially being one of the main players that's sending the infantry out there. And then eventually I'll work my way probably over to like Battle of Acuity or something. And if you start with Battle of Acuity, which most of you will, I would say increase weekly merit retention. That one's really cool. I think so. Now we have 1.5, so this saves a total of 1.7 million. That's huge, right? Cloud Piercer. Some people prefer Gale Step, which is cool too. It just depends on your style. If you want to be faster, go Gale Step, that's fine. If not, go Cloud Piercer. And obviously you get the hardest one. And then you get the option here between each time your magic units deal normal attack damage in the field, their target legion loses 1.5% march speed. I don't think that's worth it at all, right? So for most people, most of you guys have a decent Mag A. All these rallies are going crazy. Most of you guys have a decent Mag A, and that Mag A with archers will bring you a ton of value. Okay, so I think that's definitely worth the shot there. So that's pretty much what I would do as far as like field morale. Like you can equip some farms to this to pop this exemplar to kind of help give buffs to your marches. And then at the end, you got to make sure that you reset your talents to make sure that you pick the Spirit Summoner to get even more revived legions at the Ossuary. Okay, so that's pretty much what I'm recommending there. Make sure you guys stay on top of your talent quests. As far as for the archer players, guys, it's pretty much G1 through G5, to be honest. For most of you guys that are like archer players, like this would essentially be the lineup. My archer account's in a decent place. It's just my artifacts are pretty low. Luckily, the spear and the crossbow are now in the battle pass, so eventually those will be in a really good spot. I'm just kind of going through these here real quick. Okay, Barb Manti, and then don't even get me started on the Wind Weasel, man. That is a video. That is a video of its own there. That is a video of its own, to be honest, guys. But this is what I'm running for the 5 archer setup. Now, my Ruby is a really low configuration. As you can see, she's at 5121, and I'm currently working on my Kaylin at 5252, which is daily. So because of that, this is what I'm running. I'm running Kaylin Moo. In the meantime, Kaylin Moo is actually still doing a pretty good job for me. And yeah, I mean, with long-range warfare, a lot of the pets aren't really procking that much, so it might just be better to go with sand lizards. Not gonna lie to you guys. It might just be better to go with sand lizards for the most part, specifically with the chain strikes on them, right? They could do a little bit extra damage while also getting that sustainability from hitting all the tanks. And then I also have my 4 archer 1 tank setup that I'll normally have this with blink. Massive difference once you land in a bunch of range range units, to be honest. If you have weak tanks, guys, don't sit there and be in the front line, like tank on tank. Like, just take the opportunity to be part of that bling team. Every once in a while, once I can get my mages in, I'll do like a 4 archer, 1 mage. As far as when it comes to Kanara and Nico, you could go Kanara Sybil. That's really good. And then you can also do Fulgrim Nico or Nico Fulgrim, whichever one you decide you want to do. I personally like to run the Fulgrim Nico to use the skills tree. But yeah, let me go ahead and go back to the main now to show you guys the quick talents that I'm running on my way out here. But yeah, I appreciate you guys, man. This season's going to be crazy. There's a reason why I haven't been uploading as much or going live as much, because, listen, it's going to be popping, guys. This season's going to be really fatiguing. So I'm making sure that my body is nice and well rested to make sure that I provide to you guys the long hours of streams that you guys pretty much expect from me at this point. If I'm not streaming a big war, you guys are probably wondering what is going on with me, right? So, yeah, at this point, I'm just trying to make sure that I continue providing you guys some good content going into 2026. All right, let's go ahead and go with our talent for Lilia. I'm gonna go quick, guys. I'm gonna go quick, so make sure you pause it, take a picture. Here's Lilia. We're still going with the skills tree, halfway into magic, 1 damage into infantry. If you blink, you miss it. Okay, next we're going with our Bert. Next, we're going with our Bert here. We're still going full skills tree into the magic, 1 into the infantry. Next, we're going with our Ming. I'm at about 21% march speed for my mages. They're pretty slow, but I focus more on helping getting rid of the tanks for the most part. If you're the kind of player that really doesn't care about hitting the tanks, trust me, there's plenty of players out there. You know, I'm more of a team player, but hey, listen, I gotta give it how it is. If you're the kind of the player that only is looking for big reports and you're mainly only hitting like Maddies, Goreshes, and you're ignoring Kumas, and then you're pushing up to hit the range units, yeah, I mean, I would suggest like a 26% march speed is about the sweet spot. If you want to be a little bit faster without fully taking out your damage, probably that 31% will be pretty good. But anyways, here's my Ming. Here's what I have my Ming at. Next we have good old Mooski, and I tried a few different setups with my Moo. I even went up like full PvP tree, halfway into overall. I've tried full overall. I've tried a bunch of different things, but this still continues to be my best one for Moo. Next one we have is my Mag. My Mag is still pretty set up here. Who do I have her with? I have with Mag Zeta. I think I need to put more march speed on this one, actually, now that I'm looking at this. 16. Yeah, I gotta go a little bit over here. Oh no, I think I just said screw it and I let this one be slower to get extra healing. Yeah. I think that's the way I did it. So what I need to do is bring this over and give it a little bit more speed. Dude, I was getting tired of dying to counterattack damage, so I'm like, you know what? I don't care. I need more defense stats. So it really just depends on the situation. Sometimes I do my Thunderlin primary, and I'll show you guys that one. I'll do Thunderlin Mag, or for those of you guys that still run Thunderlin Thalea, it's not a bad march, man, but it still kind of falls behind. I will be trying. Every season I bring them out to see if there was like a secret like shadow patch or something that was done to them to like bring them out a little bit more. But this is what I'm running on it. Okay. And now going into my Kuma. I haven't released a video on this one, so if you made it this far into the video, type Kuma in the comment section. I love this build, man. This build, like, I absolutely love this build. I can't wait to run it even more. Next is my Goresh. Pretty much almost the same as my Kuma. I think I changed it damn near to kind of match it a little bit. Yeah, almost. Obviously, but this one going into the tank side a little bit since we don't have the PvP tree. And then my Danfil one, man. Danfil Magro, guys, has been doing so good for me that I've even considered 6-starring them, or even at least 5-starring. But with the new calves and the new tanks coming, that's going to be a little difficult. Right? But anyways, boom, 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 right? There's my setup there. I pretty much give you guys everything except for the archer one. I will be bringing you guys some archer content here soon, especially with long range warfare around the corner. I'm I'm gonna bring on a special guest. I'm pretty sure you guys might guess who it is. Type it in the comment section below if you think you know who it is gonna be for archers. Now that my boy SP is gone, I need a new archer expert. You know, obviously I have an archer account, and I do consider myself to be an archer main because of my archer account, but I wouldn't consider myself to be a necessary like expert on archers. You know what I'm saying? But anyways. So that's why I want to get like see what kind of builds he's running compared to mine and kind of go from there. But anyways, guys, that was a lot. I know that was a lot, but I think it's very informational for you guys. So we got the archer and the cavalry coming before we start our new season. Update on the decos real quick. We are now at 18.9. We'll definitely be upgrading here soon when the new event comes. Been thinking about decorations so much. I had a dream about a decoration that was coming to a decoration event. That's how much I've been thinking about decos, guys. It's crazy. But anyways, guys, if you guys enjoy the video, make sure you drop a like on the video. Lets you guys know. Wow, it's been that long. I don't even know my outro. All right, definitely helps me out a lot. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that sub button and turn on the bell notification. Lets you guys know when I go live or drop a new video, guys. Until next time, it's your boy Guns, and I'm out. Peace, y'all.